Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In last video I showed you how to develop a React agent using LangGraph and Neo4j, and in this video we are going to add memory to that agent. If you didn't watch that video, still you will understand this, but make sure you watch it in the future because it will show you how to develop a complete React agent using LangGraph and combine it with Neo4j. In this video I will show you how to develop two types of memory: short-term memory and long-term. Short-term is for tracking the conversation in session, and long-term memory is for saving the entire conversation for a specific user into the knowledge graph. For those who don't know me, my name is Homayun and I have more than 8 years of industrial experience. And also I'm a co-founder of a tech company in Canada. I decided to open this channel so I can share my experience and knowledge of developing real-world applications with you. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the future projects and tutorials. In previous video we saw how to develop this agent connected to a tool and also define an output parser for the agent. Right now we are going to add two more components to it, which are short-term and long-term memory. So, first of all, we need to define a new folder in our graph folder named memory. In this folder, we have two new files named database and memory. And this is our database. Database file defines the new class that connects to Neo4j for saving and retrieving the information. And it has two main methods: put memory and search memory. Put memory method stores the memory into the Neo4j under a specific namespace. And search memory retrieve the last few conversation and return it to the Python as a dictionary. Now that we have our file for the database and we have our queries, we go to the memory and we define our memory function for load and save the history. And this is the code for saving the memory in short-term and long-term. Short-term memory is being saved using memory saver function from LangGraph. And long-term memory is being done using Neo4j, the class that we defined earlier. Long-term memory function does three main important things. First, it saves latest user message with the timestamp into the Neo4j. Second, it loads the last 5 memories from the Neo4j. And finally, build a new message list using system prompt, memory snippets, and current chat messages. As you can see here, we can define the user ID and the default app context. That in our case is Napoleon history, that's why I defined history. But in real world project, you can consider this as the project ID. This is the user ID. And finally, you need to define the chat ID, the conversation ID or thread ID, whatever you want to call it, and then pass all of them to the database. We need to update our create React agent function. And here, as you see, we define the short-term memory as a checkpointer, and we define the long-term as the state modifier inside the create React agent. Thanks to LangGraph, it simplified everything for us. Also, if you pay attention, we don't define the prompt here anymore because we already defined our prompt, the system prompt, where we were defining the function for loading and saving the state into the Neo4j. Because we wanted to rebuild a new state and pass it to the LLM. So I'm going to remove this file from previous project and create a new main file. In this file, I'm going to create a chatbot using a Streamlit. And here, this is the Streamlit code that I generated it using ChatGPT. And what's happening here is just running the agent and loading the messages from the Neo4j and passing it through the agent as the input. Simple. Let's run this. And this is our chatbot. Let's start a new conversation. And you can see the response. If we go to Neo4j, you can see the memory, and it's my messages and the response of the AI, which is the tool response along with the structure response. I will go back here and I ask, do you know my name? I say, my name is Homoyon. Okay. And here, also our memory is increased. Now if I ask, what is my name? It will respond me. But remember that this is the short memory. In order to see that if our long-term memory is working well, we need to restart the session. So I will close this and run it again. And as you see, the session is clear. Let me ask the same question again. Perfect. Agent remember my name, but you should remember that when we change the user ID, agent shouldn't remember my name anymore. Let's try that. First, I'm gonna close this and I will go to memory and change this to user 6. And I'm gonna run this again. And I ask the same question. And here we go. There's no response for my question. And that's how it is. That's how you can add short-term and long-term memory to your agent. If this video was useful for you, I really appreciate you if you subscribe my channel and like this video. If you have any question, just write it in the comment and I will respond you. See you in the next video.